Hi, in this video, I will show you how to configure DNS and DHCP server. Here you can see a DNS server and DHCP server is connected into switch 2 and a FIFA.com domain web browser is connected in switch 1. Here two routers are configured by using router RIP configuration. Firstly, let us see what is DNS. DNS provides the translation between alphanumeric names and numerical addresses. Mainly, no naming system is used DNS domain naming system. It is mainly three types: primary or master DNS server. It is referred as authoritative name server. It contains the master zone file containing the DNS record for the domain. Second one, secondary or slave DNS server. It is contain a copy of zone file and obtaining from the primary server. You cannot make change to the zone file. Third one is caching DNS server. It will only the cache the result of DNS query. It does not maintain a zone file and is not authoritative for any domain. It will expire after some time of period. And we can see what is DHCP. DHCP provide the allocate IP address without manually configuring the IP address. It is very difficult to configure all host the IP address details and network details. So it resolves the difficulties of administrators in the large network environment. Here you can see how can it configure. Firstly, I configuring the server addresses. Server addresses are always configured statically. Here it is in 192.168.1.1 network, 192.168.1.2, and the default gateway 192.168.1.1. I'm giving a DNS server addresses. It is in 192.168.3.1 network, so I'm giving a IP address 192.168.3.2. Then I give a IP address to DNS server 192.168.3.2, 192.168.3.1, and DNS server address is similar to IP address 192.168.3.2. Then I configuring DNS. I'm adding DNS web server into DNS domain. You will give a domain name www.fifa.com 192.168.1.2, add, then save it. DNS server is on. Then you give a DHCP, you configure the DHCP server. I give a IP address 192.168.3.3, 192.168.1.3 is a default, sorry, 3.1 is default gateway. Then you give a DNS server 192.168.3.2. Then you create a pool, DHCP pool in the server. I'm creating a DHCP pool. Firstly, you give a IP default gateway 192.168.3.1. Then you give a DNS server address 192.168.3.2 and start IP address. I give start from 10 and maximum use is 10. Then you save it. Here I am creating the pool of 3.1 network, 3.0 networks. So I will create a 1.1 network. Firstly, you give another pool name service server pool 1. Then give a IP address 1.1 default gateway. DNS server is same, and one starting IP 1.10. Okay, then you will add it, then you save it. Here server pool 1 service on, server pool also on. Then you can get IP address dynamically from DHCP server. Here you can see it, DHCP. Yeah, it's got. What is done here? You can see it. Firstly, if you on the DHCP server, there are 4 steps to this DHCP processes. When DHCP client first boot up, it broadcasts a DHCP discover message searching for a DHCP server. If a DHCP server exists on the local segment, it will respond with a DHCP offer containing the offered IP address, subnet mask, etc. Once the client receiving the offer, it will respond with a DHCP request indicating that it will accept the offered protocol information. Finally, the server responds with a DHCP acknowledging the client's acceptance of offered protocol information. Here you can see another network. If you on here DHCP, what happened? Yo, it's not got DHCP address. Why? It's only give APIPA address, automatic private IP address. It is not DHCP address. What happened? Here you can see DHCP server only known about router 3 gateway. This router have no information about the DHCP server. So this network can identify where is DHCP server. So we configure the DHCP server into this network, you will configure in this interface F0 G01 G00 enable config e. What is this interface? This G0/0 gigabyte Ethernet 0/0. So you will create here IP. You can see it. Sorry, interface G0/0 IP helper address helper address. What is the address of DHCP server? We will give it 192.168.1. Sorry, 3.3. It is the IP address of DHCP server. If you configure the DHCP server, what happens? Yeah, it's not called. Why? Yeah, it's got some technical mistake. Yeah, here it is got. So I configured the DHCP addresses in this network and also in 1.0 networks. Here you can see the IP address only starting with 10 and next IP address is 11. Here it is start from 10, 3.10, and default gateway and DNS server is automatically configured. Here it is automatically also configured. If you search a domain name from this system, what is in www.fifa.com, is it configured? Yeah, is it configured? It is configured, www.fifa.com. If you enter it, what happened? www.fifa.com. What happened? Yeah, it's got welcome to FIFA. It is the HTML interface of FIFA.com web browser. If you entering from this network, what happened? www.fifa.com. Here .com is a top level domain name. FIFA is a primary level domain name. www. It is a host in this domain networks. Here it's also gone. So here I'm configured the DNS server and DHCP server. If you enter here a domain name, it will convert the DNS server into the IP address. So we will able to communicate with this server by using domain name system. I'm concluding this topic. Bye.